This is the coolest show in the history of television.
So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be the weekly movie hunt. Yeah, we're going to go out to some stores. I say movie hunt. It's going to be more like a pop culture hunt because not a lot of movies come out every week in stores. So we look and see anything else pop culture related we can find. We have some fun doing it. So let's get out into the wild. Let's do some physical media and pop culture hunting. What are we waiting for? Let's go. So let's limp on into Walmart here. A little dreary morning, whatever, but it's always good to do some movie hunting or some pop culture hunting. So let's get in here and see what they got. Let's go. Main movie rack. This Walmart is the one last week that did not have their new releases out. They still got that exclusive Captain America release. They got Yellowstone, Landman. They finally did stock here that The Day the Earth Blew Up on Blu-ray and DVD. Look at that terrible cover artwork there. They actually had Mickey 17 with a slipcover on 4K. And they still got Sonic 3. That's the only way you can get the Blu-ray, and that's it. There's no separate Blu-ray from Paramount in there. I still haven't seen Last Breath. But Hard Eyes I did. Check out the review of Hard Eyes I did on the channel. You got Paddington in Peru. The Unbreakable Boy. You got the Batman down there. They moved some stuff over here. You got the Outlander. Valiant 1. Not much here. Craven, Den of Thieves. So they moved all that over to the side cap. Love Hurts. They have the Blu-ray of that. Tulsa King Season 2. So it looks like they got rid of the 4K of a couple of these titles and just went to Blu-ray when they condensed down. Right beside these is where they got the TV stuff. Look at that Gunsmoke set, $170.
That price is too high.
Rawhide. There's Bonanza. That's even more expensive.
That's too fucking high.
Hey, we were talking about that Three's Company set. One of you guys got it. That's the one without the ropers. You got to get the one I'll show you here that's got the sticker on it. They added Shameless. Weeds is down there on sale. One Tree Hill, Highway to Heaven. Flash. I'm just giving you a quick look. Same stuff that was here last week. That Night Court's finally coming down a little bit in price. Might have to think about getting that now. Babylon 5. The Dukes of Hazzard. There was that Drew Carey show that we saw. Baywatch. Las Vegas. Doctor Who. Little House on the Prairie. No thank you. That's a lot of Paw Patrol down there for $20. They got this little anime section here. It's got some crossover stuff with Ninja Turtles, Hello Kitty. I'm not really interested in all that. I'll give you a quick glance at it so you can see if there's anything you want. Got a shirt, One Piece stuff. Then over here they still got Black Bag on Blu-ray and DVD. There's The Last Supper. I think that's new. They got it on DVD only. It's got deleted and extended scenes. Then they got the quiet ones. These were behind glass in that other Walmart last week. Thought I'd show you these. That's on DVD only for $12.96. And they got the Magazine Dreams, which is, I guess, the return of Jonathan Majors, if that's what you want to call it. I'm not really interested in that. If that shows up on a streaming service, I'll check it out. Brothers After War. Woman in the Yard. They only got the DVD. This anime was new last week, I think. The Colors Within. Let me know if that's any good. That Bloody Axe Wound, I recommend that. That's a Shudder movie. That'll probably end up getting a damn Blu-ray down the line from Vinegar Syndrome. Got a couple things on sale here. Yellowstone, 1883. There's that Shark Attack pack somebody asked me about. It's $22.96. We were talking about what price was on it. Not bad, but it's only DVD. Then over here they got, this is the Funko Pop section with some statues, Spider-Man. Still got a Michael Myers Curse of Halloween. What do you guys think of that Jaws Hooper figure? They're re-releasing it without the cloth goods on it.
We've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
And then this Walmart is one of the few still has a Steelbook section. They got that Colors Within. They actually got a Blu-ray Steelbook of that. I guess it's a Blu-ray. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. And then why is this randomly Sympathy for the Devil showing back up in here? That's 4K. They did get the Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers. The sticker was only in here last week. And they still have the Masters of the Universe. And then a bunch of rando stuff. Some Shout, Scream Factory, Wanted. Got the Dirty Harry, Twister, Evil Dead. And then randomly, they got some non-Steelbook stuff there at the bottom. They still got World War Z in here. Look like Wrath of Man, Homefront. Wonder if they're going to do like a Father's Day display or something. The Batman, Superman, Justice League, Blu-rays. Not too bad. Don't know why that's in the Steelbook section, but oh well. This Walmart still has a $5 bin, not just a end cap. The Old Way. Got you some Resident Evil. Got some Treasure Island, and yeah, that's Christian Bale right there. The Unholy. Daniel. What else is in here? I got a Charlie Brown and Friends. I don't remember seeing that one before. So a lot of random Charlie Brown shows up in the $5 bin around here. Cats and Dogs. You can get all 3 movies. A Girls Rule collection along with a separate release of Some Kind of Wonderful. And then You Can't See Me. The next one's coming out soon. So we are going to head into Target. And we'll see if they got anything. Hey, up here in the front, I thought this was funny. Look. No Tress Pooping. I need that. I'm going to stick it on my door at work. In this section where the wrestling figures are, they still got the Sting pay-per-view AEW figure. They restocked a few AEW figures. There's Jeff Hardy. And there's Matt Hardy. Those look just like the old Jakks Deluxe figures, man. That's just cheap. Then they got Austin Gunn, which is based Billy Gunn's son. Well, that's are both of those Billy Gunn's son? I don't remember. I don't really care enough to look. Julia Hart. That's one of the figures that used to be fairly rare. I bought one and sold it, but we'll see. And then they still got Godfather, Rosie, Stone Cold. They got the 2-packs here. Look at there. There's Dominic and R-Truth. How'd you like how the R-Truth ended up returning? Look, guys, got stacks of cash with it. And LA Knight's back there.
Yeah!
Yeah. Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston. There's Orange Cassidy. Not a ton new, but at least they got a few things here. Let's get out of this section. And we'll go over here. Look at... Somebody put this over here. Evil Lynn. Fisto. That's kind of cool. I thought it was Ram Man there for a second. And then they got this He-Man. Flying Fists. I've got the original, man. The original vintage He-Man that's based on. So those are kind of cool to see. Got like one random Star Wars figure there. And then how you like how they rebrand a lot of this Jurassic Park stuff. And then just put the new film logo. Whoa, look at there. There's Mothra, sorry. Why are they randomly putting that stuff back out again? And then over here in the DC figures, still got a Platinum Edition Batman. A couple other ones up there. That's kind of cool. What's down here? Got the Kaiju and Superman. They got a few Superman figures. Hey, I think this one's one of the ones that's kind of rare. Hawk Girl. Then there's Superman himself. Metamorphos up here. I think I scanned these figures and they're like $7.99 this week. So at least there's some cheap figures for a change if you really wanted some. They don't have all the articulation, of the Batman, like DC stuff or these Marvels, but there's a Miles Morales. I know one of the toy hunters I saw in the videos looking at for these, both of these. There's the blue one up there. Not seeing a whole lot else here. And then they had an end cap that had some Superman stuff on there. Look, there's a Luther Corp lab set. It's got that baby Joey in it, and I have no clue what the hell that thing is. Got a couple figures there. Then they got one Superman figure left. I'm not getting into that. I'm not digging that new Superman suit, so most of that stuff there is going to stay on the shelf. There's that baby Joey I was talking about. So, and then let's go over here and look. Man, it's decimated. They still have not added anything to the NECA section. I hope they don't get rid of it, man. I did randomly buy a NECA figure or two in here. Still got some Spawn figures. But they keep stocking Pops, I see. Look at that RoboCop without his helmet. You got Elvira. Always got Star Wars Pops that nobody actually wants. Why would they do those Saturday Night Live characters? The most boring ones. Let's go into Barnes and Noble and see if they got anything. It's a nice, bright, sunny day finally for a change. They got a 50% off section right here in the front. But it's not, doesn't look like it's Kino titles. It's like random stuff like Universal and DVDs that nobody wants. Well, there's Renfield. Fried green tomatoes. It's got random stickers other than 50%. Well, that one says 50% off. And a spider tag. It's ripping it all to hell. Notting Hill, Ma and Pa Kettle. Got a Steelbook from Mission Impossible. Got Megan. So that's Paramount and Universal. Well, that's kind of a cool one. That's something my dad might would like right there. Crybaby. Got a Blu-ray of Wolfman. Walmart never even got the Blu-ray of that in. 50% off. Got Tremors, Attack Pack. Steve Martin. That's a good way to get the movie House Sitter if you don't have that. Wartime comedies, 8 of them. American Graffiti is an awesome movie. I got the remember that 4K was like controversial when it came out, the transfer. What else we got? Shaun of the Dead with a slipcover, and shit, I'm knocking everything over. I'll pick it up. Yeah, so Shaun of the Dead with a slipcover. That's a great deal for that movie there. Mostly DVDs here. Average Joe. Despicable Me. Oppenheimer Blu-ray. Minions. The King's Daughter. I don't know what that is. There's that To Kill a Mockingbird set we picked up before. That would be a really good deal too for 50% off. I already have that movie though. Then you got the Blu-ray of Monkey Man. Twisters Blu-ray. Conclave on DVD only. Tom Hanks set. And got you some Barbie. That Shrek cover's cool. Too bad it's only a DVD. Oh well. Let me put some of the stuff back. Let's go over to the other side. Is the Kino stuff not 50% off anymore? I don't remember. Love Actually for 50% off. If you don't mind Blu-ray, some of these are a good deal. Night Galleries, 20% off? What's with these? Monsters, 20% off. Chicago PD, season 9 and 10. There's the Night Stalker. I always tell you guys about that. That's one of the inspirations for the hat that I wear. Garbo Talks. Look, they still have 50% off stickers on these. There's that BM Maria that was out early here because it was a store exclusive. Oppenheimer Without a Slip. General's Daughter. Donovan's Reef. So is it 30 or is it 50% off? Make up your damn mind. Vice Squad. Lady Killers. Kingpin. So I think I thought the sale lasted for like the next couple days or week, maybe mid-month or something like that. So there's the 4K of Twisters. Had the Blu-ray on the other side. Swept away. This is a good mix of movies here in this section. It's where all the good shit's at.
This is such good shit.
Jaws, we're going to watch that on the watch-along. You have to join us for that. The Mummy collection, but on DVD. Where are the Blu-rays at? There's one. I don't need that one. The Thing. That's a good movie. Spike Lee joints. Legend. That'd be a really cheap movie. King Kong Godzilla. If you don't have that, it's a cheap way to get that. And it looks like a bunch of DVDs. Halloween Ends. That movie is not as bad as everybody says. Give it a chance. I always say that. Look at this section over here randomly. I don't know what this stuff is. Just miscellaneous shit on sale. The Crow's back down to 30%. Skincare. This is all the stuff that was 50%. Got Kino titles mixed in over here. The stores just randomly got shit piled up everywhere. Prime Cut with Gene Hackman randomly mixed in. Oh well. And then over here on this section, they got Escape from Alcatraz, Full Metal Jacket, Steelbook. Still got that Dirty Harry 4K with the slipcover. It looks like they might have sold the other ones. Oh well. In the TV section, got some Doctor Who. We saw that last week, The Savages. That's that animated Sylvester McCoy set. Not really seeing much else. True Detective. That's good. Dude, they just randomly keep multiplying and adding these Star Trek Next Generation seasons in here. Do we really need those? Especially for that price.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Not seeing much else. Superman and Lois. What's this? How much is this down here? Oh, that's the complete Jodie Whittaker's years, 50% off. Now that's actually a pretty good deal. I almost bought that on Amazon. I think it's $30-some on Amazon. It'll be 20-some here. So see, randomly you can find a good deal at Barnes & Noble. The 4-movie Criterion collection over here, or 5. Then they do have some new A24, so that's the 4K of Heretic that they added. Yeah. They got the Andromeda Strain. Baby Girl. Sing. I think this just came out. Daniel Craig movie. Queer. That's the Blu-ray. Do they have the 4K? Or is there a 4K? Nope. I haven't heard anything about that, so I'll be skipping that for now. Don't see much else. So let's look in the main section, see if we find anything. I know that Creepshow sells out everywhere, but not in here. It's too expensive. Hey, Nate and Hayes, that came out last week. Dude, that would be an excellent deal. 50% off. Highly recommend that at that price. Damn. Narrow Margin with Gene Hackman. And The Naked Gun. What do you guys think of that reboot, requel, continuation, whatever you want to call it, with Liam Neeson? I think I want to see it. Evil Dead. I'm just looking to see if I see anything new compared to previous weeks. Liza, I think that's new. I think that just recently came out. Nice to see they got the Blu-ray of that. So there's the Friday the 13th remake, or the 2009 one. Did they still have the other ones? Yep, 30% off. Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. So you can pick those up randomly now in Barnes & Noble if you haven't bought them online yet. There was somebody over here beside me, so that's why I was jumping around. Bottoms, we saw that last week. That just came out. Pretty decent comedy. The Blob is excellent. Best remake. What's down here? So they had The Woman in the Yard, 50% off. That's the actual Blu-ray. Walmart only had the DVD, so. And they didn't release a 4K of that, did they? Sin of a Woman, that just came out. I've got that on Blu-ray. I don't know that I'm going to upgrade that to 4K. Somebody let me know in the comments down below how the transfer is if you bought it. Is it worth upgrading? It's a decent movie. I'm not seeing a whole lot else, though. Last Tango in Paris. That's a Vinegar Syndrome title. I couldn't believe I saw that in here when we found it before. And just a reminder that through the 15th, you can get 50% off of select DVDs in your Dollar General, like Elf or Trick or Treat. It's got to have that SDS logo, though. So let's check online. And there's not a lot coming out this week, but there's a few new titles. You got the Criterion 4K of Brazil coming out. I'm not a huge fan of that movie. I got it in the regular Blu-ray version, so I'm going to just keep that. You got Monkey Shine's 4K came out. I know there's multiple versions of that, and that's probably the one I'm going to stick with right there. You got Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia from Shop Select 4K. You got When Evil Lurks is a really good Shudder movie. They're like knocking it out of the park lately. So that's the 4K of that. I know there's another version of that coming out. I'm going to go ahead and probably support that one because that's basically a domestic Shudder release. You got another Criterion right there coming out. You got Freaky Tales, which is Lionsgate. That's the VHS retro version. I'm thinking it's a 4K inside of that case, but I ordered that from Lionsgate Limited. I have not received it yet. You got the Doctor Who John Pertwee Complete Season 1 on Blu-ray. You got Swimming to Cambodia, which is a cinematograph release. Leaving Las Vegas, Life Stinks, The Charge of the Light Brigade, The Cruise. I've never heard of The Cruise. I might have to check that out. I like that cover. Rush, I've seen that. That's not bad. Malice is a really good movie. Great Balls of Fire. That's the Jerry Lee Lewis story. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Roller Boogie. I think these are all the last few have been Sandpiper releases. House of the Devil, that's a Steelbook. I don't think that's 4K though. I think it's just Blu-ray. So we'll have the Wu-Tang Experience. Then we got a bunch of anime stuff that I'm not familiar with. Let me know in the comments if any of that's any good. And that's about it. So just some catalog releases, some Shout Select, some Screen Factory, and some Shudder. Throw in some Sandpiper releases. So let me know in the comments down below, did you pick up any of those titles? And let's go ahead and close out the video. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter. That's me on the side back there. JeffMan316 Live is usually where we meet right here Sunday nights 10 p.m. Eastern to do a watch along and talk pop culture, just have some fun. I apologize for not doing one this week. I had a little injury. I'll just go ahead and let you know I had a severe ankle sprain. I mean, totally turned my foot over sideways, 90-degree angle. It's been really bad, really bothering me. I will tell you this, I'd already went to 2 stores, Target and Barnes & Noble, before I did that. And then this video is obviously delayed because of it. When I went to buy a brace and some pain meds at Walmart. I went in and did a movie hunt. So I was in pain while I was in there doing the movie hunt. I was already in the store, so I went ahead and did it. So I'm sorry I didn't get to go into multiple Walmarts, but I just I had trouble walking. It's a little better now. I put the post out there. I appreciate all the thoughts and prayers and everything you guys have put out for me. Hopefully it'll be better. It's like I said, it's basically a level 3. If you look it up, man, it's pretty severe. It could take 3 to 6 weeks for it to fully heal. So I'm lucky I'm able to walk now with a brace on without it killing me. But yeah, we did some hunting. We found, Barnes & Noble still got their 50% off sale. Got a lot of cool things, out there right now. Toy-wise, Superman. Still look for WWE stuff. My store, my Target, doesn't have damn NECA figures. What the hell's going on with that? I'm looking for the Jaws 50th NECA figures. I'm not going to order them online. I'd rather find them in the store. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. With the next video or so, one of them will be the haul of the things that I recently picked up. Obviously, most everything. I think everything will probably be from online. Found a couple things on sale. So, watch the haul video to find out. But any of my videos that you watch, throw a like on them. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that normal YouTube stuff. I will tell you this. There's a video going to post right after this where I'm going to promote the new horror documentary, In Search of Darkness, the next chapter, which is 1995 through 1999, I think. They gave me an affiliate link. They actually contacted me. They wanted me to promote it. Look in the description here. You're going to see my affiliate link, but I'm going to do a little video to talk about it. The bad news is they just contacted me like last week, and it's getting ready to end. So I still want to promote it. I still want to put a video out there. So watch that. You might get 2 back-to-back videos while I'm doing a quick spiel about that documentary and let you know about it. So after you watch all my videos, make sure you subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, thank you. But hit the notification bell and you'll know when I post new videos. So look for that link down below. Order that that documentary. You know what if you don't know what it is, watch out for that next video. It'll post shortly after this one. So, and I really will appreciate it. So until next time, boys and girls, like I said, I'm JeffMan316. As always, I'm your pop culture reporter. I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
Oh, what a nice guy.